Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, welcome back. I just want to say thank you so much. This past week has been amazing. The encouragement, the emails, the DMs, everything that you guys have been sending has been so amazing. I never thought in my life that um, getting a word from God to tell me to talk about waiting till marriage would open up and have people feel so free. And it was something that amazingly God said to me that it would happen, that I had to do this video because a lot of people were going to be freed from it. And who would have thought? If you didn't get a chance to see it yet, please go back to last week's video about no, I have not had sex yet. And let me know what your thoughts. And you can take a look at the comments below. Just an amazing week so far of people who have come across it. And I appreciate every single one of you that took the time to send an email, that took the time to write a DM, to just take the time to even watch the video. There's times where I feel as though now, about 4.5 months in my journey with Christ, I've been really blessed with the opportunity to speak to so many people about, I guess, my journey. And you can call that a testimony or whatnot, and just have the opportunity to go on IG Live and speak to people about their journey, and to be able to encourage, to be able to pray for people, to be able to not necessarily teach, but just to, give people just tidbits of like what I've learned in this journey thus far. And I'm just so filled with emotion right now because one common question, and this is the theme of the topic of today's video. One common question I've been getting a lot recently is, how do you know? How do you know when God's talking to you? How do you know that He's present? How do you know that you're going the right way because He's there with you? And the funny part is, I'll share this with you. I remember when Pastor Mike from Transformation Church, he said something in his sermon before, and he mentioned to me when I had a chance to speak with him out in Tulsa at his church, was that when you fully commit, when you completely surrender, when you completely give yourself to God, you will in turn hear Him. You will feel His presence. You will feel Him nudge you a certain way. You will know that He's there because He knows that He has you. And I thought at first I thought it was crazy when I first heard it online in one of his sermons. And then when he actually told me about that in person, I was kind of like, all right, I see that. When I surrendered on February 9th, 2020, during worship and praise at Transformation Church, one thing I've been telling people a lot when they ask me, how do you know? How do you know God's there? How do you know when, you're getting nudged and you're getting pushed to that direction, or He's actually there and you feel it? To be honest, the first thing that I have to tell people is this, like, are you available to Him? Are you making yourself available to God? And when I mean, not by just like available as in time, but is your heart and is your mind 100% available for Him? Here's the problem with a lot of us, and me before, and at times now, like, we get so flooded with so much that's going on in our life. We get so flooded with so many thoughts and opinions, and you should do this and you should do that, and don't do this because you're gonna fail, and da 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 da. And then everything that we see on social media, everything we see in the media, everything that we listen to, you have to get to a point where you quiet all that noise. And I realized that in this journey thus far, 4.5 months in. And I realized that the more time I spend reading the Bible, the more time I spend in prayer, and not even prayer, just in conversations with God. Like, I'll sit here and just, God, I'm tripping right now. I'm going through something. And I speak to Him like that. Like, I don't do a proper like prayer with Him. I feel honestly, for me, what works is having an open dialogue with Him and speaking to Him in terms that I'm comfortable with, because He's going to understand what I'm saying, because He knows my intention, where my head's at. And so I've been telling people a lot, and I wanted to share this because it's just been a lot of the same advice that I've been telling a lot of people, is that you have to make yourself available. You have to quiet the noise that's around you. You have to quiet what you're looking at, what you're listening, the messages you're receiving from so many people, and get to the point where you yourself can be 100% open with your heart to receive what he's going to place on you or bless you with, and be 100% in your mind clear and quiet the noise there so you can receive the messages that he's going to send you. And it's worked for me. Now, I only can speak to that experience because, at first I thought it was tripping when Pastor Mike would say, like, you'll feel him and you'll hear him, and in your dreams, like, he'll approach you, or you'll see visions and stuff like that. I now thoroughly believe it. I understand it because I know that when you make yourself 100 available to God, it's the only time that you can be 100% in receiving his love and his guidance and his message. Everything you prayed for, just think about it like this. Everything you prayed for before, there's always like some sort of, possibly some sort of selfish undertone. Like you always, like I used to pray, I always needed help at something. I didn't pray ever just to thank him. I never prayed be grateful when I was younger. Like it was just always like, God, I'm in this, can you help me out? Can you pull me out? Just like a good father, he just helps you out and doesn't expect anything in return. But still, now growing up and now coming to my own and realizing that being able to quiet the noise around me and not listening to so much of everything that's going on. And yes, being conscious and aware is one thing, yes. But being emotionally attached and letting it drive you to a place where you become anxious and you become just like off the wall and you're not yourself anymore. When you do that, there's no way for God to reach you. Just think of it like that. If your mind is constantly pondering and always anxious and worried about so many things that's going on, how's God? Whatever God's going to tell you, you ain't going to be able to hear it anyways. You're so full of so many things, right? So same thing with your heart. If your mind and your heart, 18 inches, if they don't connect, how is he going to plant a seed in your head? How is he going to tell you a message? How is he going to reach your heart and you're not available to receive it? Think about it. If you're constantly busy and full of so many things and you're listening to so many things and your heart is like pulled to so many different directions, there's nothing that God can tell you and say to you that you're fully going to embrace because you're so full of all the other thoughts and all the other things pulling at your heart. But if you take the time in prayer and you take the time to cultivate a relationship with him and his son, Jesus Christ, and really have a dialogue and open dialogue and get into the Bible and really read. Like I really didn't read the Bible until like 4 months ago. And not saying I know everything about the Bible, I'm learning, but there's pieces and bits that I get from here and there that I'm like, oh shoot, that was a revelation. That just came to my mind. And you just get better at it. Like I feel as though a lot of people think that when you become a believer or things that just happen, like all of a sudden you're supposed to understand everything. No. Or like you just start praying like you just had this direct connection and you're going to know how to pray. No, it's weird. At first, everything is awkward. I'll tell you that right now. I'll be 100% with you. Like it was a different transition. It was awkward. It's just like any other relationship here that we have on earth when you first meet someone, right? It's kind of awkward. You're not sure what you're going to talk about. You kind of want to talk about this. You kind of want to talk about that, but you fully aren't. You're not humble, open, and transparent just yet. But the more you do it, the more you spend time in the Bible, things pop out at you. The more you speak and pray and you worship and you constantly just have conversations with God, the easier it gets, and this connection that you have becomes just fruitful. The more you speak to your leaders and your religious leaders and you have a conversation and you link up with other your accountability partners and your group leaders and your belong group and your circle of influences that are believers, like things get easier because now you've built a rhythm and you build an understanding and you're comfortable with it. So just don't think this is going to happen overnight. I just encourage you to stick with it. I encourage you to really take one step at a time, reach out to people who are on the same journey, like myself, a lot of other people that I've come across, and just be humble enough to ask for advice and ask for assistance and even share your testimony and get to a point of confidence and conviction where you can speak about it and not be ashamed of it, because we've all been on a crazy journey. We've had a past life, and we're looking for more. So to surround yourself with like people who are doing that is an amazing feeling. So I just want to encourage you guys to really feel God's presence, to really hear the message and the blessings that and receive the blessings that he's going to give you. We have to learn to be available. We have to learn to really quiet the noise around us, and especially in our heads. We have to be able to be open and available in our heart. Our heart can be pulled in so many different directions, but are we willing to set all that aside so you can be available, so God can pull in your heart and really bless you and instill the things that you may need that you don't even know that you have or you've never even thought of. So I want to share that with you. If you want to get closer to God, be available. Start working on that. Is it hard? Yeah, it's hard. Is it worth it? Absolutely. So put in the time, put in the energy and effort. Just like anything else that's worth it, you're going to have to put in the time, energy, and effort to do it. And utilize your resources. There's so many people around. There's so many people online that can just continue encouraging you. And I can be one of those too. But on this new journey of being a believer, you guys have seen it on my IG and on my videos now. It's an unbelievable feeling. And this ride to meet people and be an encourager and to be able to pray for people is just amazing. And I just want to share this with you as you guys continue on with this journey with me. Unashamed, right? I ain't a pastor. I ain't a priest. I ain't a preacher. I'm just me. I'm on this journey. I'm a believer and I'm proud of it. I'm not ashamed and I'll speak about it. So I'm looking forward to connecting with all you guys. Thank you for your continued support. Y'all see the evolution of me from 10 years ago till now. And we're just going to continue rocking the growth and anything that God's going to bless and unveil. All right. So thank you for the love and support again. And we will be back. Make sure you make yourself available to receive the blessings that he's going to have for you. All right. Take care, everybody. I love you.